Hi folks and welcome back. First, let me take the opportunity to wish you all a fantastic Christmas, a very Merry Christmas to all of you watching out there. Hope you're having a great day, friends, family, whatever you're doing today, make sure it's a good one. And meanwhile, spare a thought for some poor skeletons on the front line in China fighting the war for our noble Japanese empire over here, who maybe don't have much to eat on this this fine day. It is, of course, the 26th of July 1938 in game, and we're going to kick it back off by trying to knock someone else out of the war, and this looks like the opportunity down here. So let me see where we can get something going down. I'm going to actually change the template on this army, and yes, I know we don't have any of this. The Dutch have embargoed us. Well, let's see how that works out for them, eh? Let's see how that works out for them. We've got more troops coming in. That's good. That's good. I don't know where they're going to go. But this is cool now. We're getting some really cool things coming up. And if we've actually had a fight. What did we find? Pause a second. What? Did it go? Is it ongoing? We've found a Chinese cruiser. Oh, it's a coastal defense ship. It looks like something impressive. I don't think it is. So we should be okay. Actually... yeah, we should be okay. I think we can deal with that. My strike force could have come back out, but fuel situation's not overly clever at the moment. It is just sitting down here, mind. Do you know what? Let's just stick it on there for a minute until we run out of fuel. I don't know if it'll get there in time. Let's go back to the army, though. This is where we need to maybe pay some attention. And I could really do with cleaning up the front lines down here. So... let me get some guys going in here. Will you come as well? If we can get some sort of... it'd be cool if we could actually get an encirclement here. So we're going to try it on. Right, the tanks have reappeared here, which is fine. We just don't have enough guys on this front. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take the penalty... because there will be a big penalty for this. But I'm going to put them into this guy's army. He's up to 30 now. He's gone oversized, but we need to fill the gaps in that front line. And we need some more men. We just need men and many more men. What are we doing here? Artillery. Okay, we'll start off with production efficiency gain, I think. And then maybe take a bit of production output for the next one. And just try and improve that, and then we'll worry about the rest of that later. We just need more guns. Just get them out the factories as fast as possible. August of 38. Industry-wise, unless we pick on something... oh, we could pick on something early. So we're going to go for this for factory output. You can see where I'm going with this. Our Marines are in a better situation here. The British have embargoed us. They don't like us. Those pesky Brits. Oh, we've got options here, right? Luxury is the enemy. This is spiritual mobilization. So this will consumer goods factories. Oh, let's trigger that. Fewer consumer goods factories. This will give us construction speed increases and produce bullet stamps. Military factories. Oh, I should have gone for that. Never mind. That's quite nice. We have to expend a bit of political power to get it. Certainly gives us the sense that we... oh, this looks like this could go here. But at the same time, our forces are kind of weak. But it's such a weird... right, let's pile this up. I don't like the look of that front line. The Americans have embargoed us. I don't think they like us very much. Let's start a new force with this. What are we actually... there's only 3 divisions coming on. I will throw some more in there. Okay, let me take a look up in the north. Did we pull the cavalry out? We didn't, and we're doubling up on the front line there, which we really do not need to do. So let me just redraw that, because it's scruffy. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not what I'm supposed to do. It can be rather annoying trying to... why is that not doing that? try again. Ah, I know why. No? Screw this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw it in manually from there. So let's just make sure we do that one. And I will give them a plan to attack down into China like that. So we'll reposition. It might make a bit of difference to supplies. I don't know. Things are looking pretty grim out on the frontier. I must admit. It's the hardest place to attack is China for supply reasons, I always think. We have a bonus for the 89 days to get the next cannon. I think that's well worth it. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, by the way. Don't forget to always click like under the videos and leave us a comment as well. It really does help the videos, and I massively appreciate it. So did we manage to tidy this up? We did. I'm looking for a point where we've got an advantage. We briefly had the opportunity there. So we'll send the Marines over, and we'll chuck in some support from that side. And what I'm hoping to do is to get the Marines, and then we'll start leaving people behind like this. And we're going to go for a little surrounding of all this, and then we can hopefully get these guys cut off. The Marines will be temporarily cut off, but we'll worry about that at the time. Oh my word, what have we got here? Let's just go for a walk into the mountains here. And then just start to put the squeeze on this over here. How are we doing for... I mean, this all looks fine. I've got loads of spare army experience. I don't think there's much I can do with it. Just at this present moment in time. Right, well, it would be a shame not to get this cut off right here, wouldn't it? So, I'm going to take one of you and attack that way. And we can throw in support from there and there. Now, this is going to make a real mess of the front lines. So, I'm going to apologize now for what this is about to do. Okay, that's not as bad as what I thought it was going to do. No, we just need to go in like this, and then... Actually, it's gonna be way better than I expected. I thought this was going to be horrific. The Munich Agreement, they still think there's going to be peace in Europe. Those poor fools. They have no clue, do they? So did our Marines do this? They did. And then we stopped. So I'm going to leave one behind in case this fails, because this isn't looking the cleverest of attacks going in here. Get that, then get that. I don't know if the one from the other side can also join in. Our men are rushing into that gap. Nice, this has joined up now. Has it actually... It's drawn a decent line as well. So we will be able to take advantage of that. Make sure those guys are training. So, has the supply situation eased? It actually has, but up here, which is really weird. Because I know for sure that thing's not ready yet, but we did get things a bit better. And though they're not on an offensive order at the moment, the cavalry is. I think we better just stop that. Because we can't possibly hope to pursue that. And this one in the middle, we possibly can. But let's see if we get this cut-off going first. I should have the Marines there helping out. If we can get this done, can you guys actually support from there? Yeah, I think they actually can. I'm pretty sure that doesn't line up across there, though. Expand the Arago Proving Ground. I think we're coming on quite nicely in this. Now I've got going down the tree, I'm finding it a little bit easier to figure out where I need to go next. Although there is a lot of stuff. Naval dockyards. I don't care too much for those. We can fire up the Navy afterwards. And I think we can manage with what we've got, if I'm being perfectly honest. Form the cabinet intelligence. Well, some spies would be useful for later. 10 commandments for marriage, which gives us population. The state general mobilization law. That actually gives us dockyard and factory output. And Yeah, 35 days. Okay. I'm not going to question that. Right, this should tidy this up quite nicely. That should be a victory right there. Computing machine. Forgotten we were researching that, to be honest. And end of 1938. We'll get these going early. We're starting to get on top of the industry. And population is not looking great. I have been burning a lot of manpower doing this. But we have plenty of points of conscription laws to go. As far as I know we do anyway. These guys have got plenty of supply over here. So I think it would be an opportunity to push in there. Not the best terrain for attacking, but I think we can do it. Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. Try and surround that if we can. I need to wait for the supply situation to improve up here before we're going to do any more northern attacks. But down here is looking a lot better. And let's get the Marines in. They're all over the place at the moment. We're just going to go in like that. Every one of those we get is a nice victory. Push. Those guys are in a bad state. Take the town. Don't like the look of that. Take that one. You help out. Very soon we're probably going to be in some rather tight spots in some mountains. What was that? We have available special project. What would we like? I guess support ships. Escort carrier. It just makes smaller carriers, I think. That, I think, would be a good one to get up to. Am I right in thinking that one helps with our... It's naval AA attack? Oh, of course, proximity fuses. Yeah. Maybe not so important as I thought then. Let us go for support ships. Now, these are a new thing that I need to get my head around. I need to know what proportions that they're going to be needed in for the fleets. But they can... I think they can help do minor repairs to ships at sea. Or they can increase the supply situation. Or maybe range. I don't know. Don't know enough about them yet. It sounds like a good idea, though. So we'll put those on the list of things to do. Right, big bulge in the line there, so let's make sure we just straighten that out. And the Gangxi clique has... Excellent, it's capitulated. That should reduce the forces in front of me quite a bit. Oh, let's trigger his attack now, because I think we can probably push forwards there. We'll try and get that line tidied up. And there's a bit of an attack going on there. I don't like the look of that, so I'm actually going to take this guy. We did change... Yeah, template's good. So, stop your attack. Delete that little bit of it. It's not the most important bit. We'll try and manually do that. I think it's far easier to get a breakthrough down here. But I'm going to wait just a little while. And then we will... Is there anything in front of us, by the way? Nope. Cancel that. We're going straight in. There's not much in front of us to stop us. More bonuses. Enact religious organizations law. This gives us political advisor, division organization plus 5%, recovery plus 5, and war support plus 5. As a political advisor. Well, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? There's probably things up here that I maybe should have forgotten about. A lot of people get planning skill. Oh, we can't go down that line. That looks like it's useful, though. Strategic offensives. Ah, this would have been good. All right, let's get it now, because it's still useful. As long as I choose to use it in the right place and at the right time. And we have points to spend. So as we are thinking that we might need to do that. I'm going to see if I can put another... We've got concealment expert. Air support's not really an issue at the moment. How do we get him? Prepare the southern fronts. I mean, that looks quite useful. Army regrouping. Division recovery rate. Army logistics. I'm going to put him in for logistics. Because it is a problem. This is always going to be a problem. We are managing to advance on this corner down here, which is good. Do you reckon I can get across that river? Do I even want to get across that river is more to the point. Let's leave one guy behind and go that way. I spot a cut-off opportunity here. And to remove a bulge in the line. Nice. Big guns. Big guns are what we want. We'll get those created 1938. Okay. How are we off? My air plan for this is going to be based around that. And medium frames do give us better range. And this is a part of the world where range can be a massive, massive thing. But I think we can do without it. I don't think it's going to be overly urgent. And I think we can maybe hold off on the aircraft until we start facing pesky Americans and British. Americans in particular. Let's get the new guns in. At least these look a bit better as well. Queen Maud of Norway has died. I will send them a bunch of flowers for the funeral. That sounds terrible. Okay, we need to actually get in here. And you need to help because we've got a bit of a cut-off going, but we need to try and progress this. I don't really want these guys stomping in, other than the fact that... Well, we need to do this one first. That was the plan. I guess we didn't tell the soldiers that. Tell you what, let's just halt them. Let them recover. And see if we can break this. I have a feeling that the enemy are going to get out of this trap. It's slowly progressing, though. If we do get that cut off, it'll be nice. Things are moving. Okay, so. Do we have an opportunity to go and grab this place down here? I kind of feel like I need an army on this flank. To go and grab the capital. Where's your front line gone? Oh, this is well out of date. Let's cancel that and halt. Oh, no. I didn't mean cancel. Never mind. We'll paint that in there. And we'll draw a front line like that. And I'm just going to trigger it straight away. Because there's not much in front of us in a lot of places. And we're starting to get dominance. Numerical dominance, which is excellent. Strategic offensives. What should we go for next? Intensify anti-guerrilla operations. What will this do? Halves the cost of taking root out guerrilla fighters in Japanese Empire decisions and allows for temporarily reduced resistance in states where guerrillas have been rooted out. Well, as we don't have any spies and operatives to do that, I don't think that is overly important. Reorganized national government. Are these on the historical list? They are. So Shanghai state is now a core of reformed government of the Republic of China. Becomes owned and controlled by reformed government. I don't think we want to do that. Am I going to puppet China at the end of this? Don't know. I'll have to think about that. It is a possibility. Cost reduction for naval doctrine, which we haven't looked. I'll tell you what, I will... Do I even care about the cost reduction, though? Because we'll get maybe some industry stuff going. Let's get industry going, because we're struggling with that. We're going to try and get some stability and other things going up. Excavation's pretty good. We'll go straight to excavation 2, because that's going to open up some options in here. Produce bullet stamps. That gives us 2 free military factories. Straight away. Oh, wait, this is new. Ichigo. What's this? This gives... We get attack bonuses. Right. Okay. I should have maybe looked at that. We will save up and we will do that. That does look like it's going to be handy. We're still trying to get in here. It's not looking promising. But then I have stopped with half the army. Let's bring up reinforcements from this side. Still going to continue this push. Come on, we're nearly in there. Perfect. Right, you lot. Straight in there. Capture that. Meanwhile, I'll... Prototype decision. This is for our support ships. I don't know what the difference here is. So if you look at this, okay, so support ships, their maximum support effect is reduced, but their support value is increased. I need to really look at the mechanics of this. So I'm going to find, and this one does the opposite, I'm going to go with the balance down the middle, because I honestly don't know the best thing for those. If you're ever unsure about some options like that in a game, I always find just pick the middle ground is the safest way to do it. Okay, the enemy's got screwed there, so... But I don't think we're in a great position to actually go storming in, are we? I'll try it. I will try this. Because they tried an attack and it failed, so we might be able to take advantage. Well, someone's leaving. Throw some more men in. Going across a river into the mountains is never a terribly comfortable prospect. I can't see how I'm going to get all this improved. I could set some aircraft off, but we already got a rubber problem. It needs to be this. It just needs to be that, doesn't it? There's no other way around it. We just need more infantry equipment because we're burning through loads. Also, oh, I'll tell you what I can do. We can make the most... Did I give them... I didn't give them stuff. Well, then that doesn't actually matter. But we're going to do a division designer. We're going to go for the cheapest. The cheapest possible. Where all we have is 1 unit of cavalry. And we're going to call this the police. Now let's save that and then just modify that name to... Yep, police. And then we'll give it a different symbol. Where we will go... That'll do. That looks like Japanese police in World War II. And rename. Cool. And then we go over to this. And we go to occupied territories. The default one is that one. It's not actually going to be any more efficient yet. But we may modify our cavalry divisions later to make them better, in which case then we don't want them also being the garrison and using all sorts of expensive equipment that they don't need. So that's a step for later, I think. Poor old cavalry. I kept them as cheap divisions up there in the north, and it's yeah, they don't have a whole lot of attack power in that situation. This is looking promising. Look, let's have a go at the capital. Because no one's really paying attention there. Now, where did my Marines get to? I mean, they're kept at the back. Could we have... Trying to see where I can actually break through nicely. Oh, is this a sodding lake that's in the way? I think it is. So we'll go around it like that. And then we'll go through there. Build the national dams. New industrial development gives me what? Regional development. Local construction increases. And factory bomb vulnerability. I don't think China's going to be bombing us. Housing corporation. Okay, suddenly we seem to have got some less interesting options. So maybe we will just step back from that. We're getting a civilian factory from that one. Control of colonial affairs. 3 civilian factories for Manchukuo, but I don't think that necessarily helps us directly. I think it just helps them as a puppet. That gives us political power. 10 commandments for marriage. Well, there is that one. Encirclement penalty. We're not being encircled. We shouldn't be encircled. Civilian factory. Consumer goods goes down. Oh, but not forever. I'll take it, though. 35-day civilian factory. is not the worst thing in the world. I'll have a look at that in a moment. I mean, when we choose these things, it's tanks which we're not building, but I will sort that out before the next episode. If we're going to do anything with tanks in this playthrough, I think we'll do light tanks just for the hell of it. Because nobody ever plays light tanks. And it does feel very Japanese. Right, this wasn't part of the plan. I'm going to leave one guy defending. And let's see if we can boost that. You want to come in there. We want to make sure that we do actually get this going here. And we link everything up. And we're good. There was a brief moment of, oh shit then. But we're good. We've got it back. Right, the infantry seems to be surging ahead now. We just got to look for the weak points where we can actually make a good difference. It looks like the supplies have flown through. Excellent. Oh my god, look at this. That was a completely messed up thing indeed. How did I end up like that? I thought I cancelled that whole line. Right then, cavalry divisions. Are you feeling like a challenge? Let's trigger that and see what happens. Because it would be nice to try and grab the capital there and knock those out of the war. And there's a capital there as well. Let's see if I can grab that. Looks like we're going to get that. Looks like we're going to get that one too. Strikes in Japan? Is that allowed? Strikes? I didn't think we got this. This will blow over. It never does. Make a demonstration of military force in the towns. This will take about 30 days. It costs us a load of political power. And there's a 60% chance of order restored. I tend to do this one because this gives us heroes on the production front, which actually is better, but it costs more political power. But we need to get rid of strikes. I didn't think that would be a thing in Japan. But did that happen historically around this time? I mean, I've seen that with France before, and maybe Spain, maybe some others, but never with a power like this. So, oh well, maybe that's something new. Is that a research slot? I'll not say no to that, because we do need to start upping the navy. Oh, also, we've got powers to spend down here. It's just guerrilla fighter, though. So not overly. I can choose a special tactic. We'll not worry about that one. And there's no other upgrades down there. And we can put some effort into some naval doctrine. We've got base strike. I guess that's okay. We've got carriers. Actually, none of this really matters, does it? Because we're not gaining much XP. Special forces. Could we put that into the Marines instead? I think that's better spent in the Marines at the moment. Doctrine cost amphibious, or... We're not going down jungle with the Marines because we've got jungle for the Rangers if we wanted to do that. And we've got the whole Pacific Island chains to worry about as well. So we will go down this one. I mean, we might bring them over to have a bit of a play. I don't know. Haven't decided. How's it going? There's another capital over there that we can aim towards, and supplies down here are basically non-existent now. So not good. I need to get a breakthrough to that. Shall I just bring the Marines over? And actually, we're going to go straight line. Straight line like that. Take the capital. It's a sneaky tactic, but it might work. Are we... Everyone should be pushing forward at this point. Let's change... Actually, no, we won't change that. I've lost a unit, so someone must have got surrounded somewhere. Sadly. What did I press there? Whatever I pressed there was the wrong thing to press there. I thought I was pressing that, but I clearly wasn't. Wow. Okay. Let's move forward and take that rail line right there. And I don't want to be fighting in places like that. That looks horrendous. But I do need to close down on this damn capital, so I'm going to have another crack going over here. We've tried this before and probably not been terribly successful. Right, so we have got in there. Actually, let's send some guys over there, but throw in plenty of support. China has capitulated. Well, I wasn't expecting that, so we'll take that as great news. So, we have... Let me just zoom out of that marching noise. Do we take the whole thing and then garrison it? Or do we puppet it all? I'm thinking, as I have all that war score, what would... We can always release it as puppets, can't we? China as a puppet. Is that going to be more powerful? What's the cost to do that? Puppet the Republic of China. Select all. I kind of think that would be better for us, because then we don't have to garrison it. And we can get all the resources, the few resources that it has. And it has its own military. I think that might be the better way to do it. There are options for that. I'm going to do that. Great news indeed. Right, who else? So we're puppeting China. Can we not do these? It says, is this puppeting everyone? We're satelliting it. Did that cost points? It allowed us to do that. I don't really want to take them. Oh, does that mean... Cancel all. Can I... Okay, I'm just going to go down and click everything where I can. I can't do that one. That obviously doesn't add up. What's this place? The Chinese Soviet Republic. Let's submit demands. I want to see what that looks like. And then that's it. Is there nothing? There's nothing else we can do. So did we take them all as puppets then and satellite them via that? Is that how that worked? There's nothing left to take. There's no navy to take. Add dismantle military industry. Add war reparations. Ah, okay. So, add war reparation. Select stack on all. Confiscate civilian factories from an eligible state. For 6 years. That should be enough time. Let's do that. Add resources to stack on all. And add demiral... I don't need one of those. That's a new thing. I've never done that. So I don't know when that came in. But that's pretty cool. And there's nothing else. Alright, let's confirm and exit. And see what that has ended up with. Yes. Okay. So. Pause. We just need to stop for a moment. And appreciate what we have just achieved there. So China... is an imperial protectorate of us, transfers resources and transfers civilian factories. So what have we got in the way of civilian factories now? Not a lot extra. We're paying a shit ton in consumer goods though. So we need to work on that. The war support is like flying high. But we can't change this because I think we need to be at war now for that. All right. Okay, well, Merry Christmas. That's not a bad Christmas present. We finished the war in China. We can now start working on the Navy, and we can start working on garrisoning the islands and building up a Pacific naval base. Because what we're going to need to do next is plan for the invasions of all these islands and for keeping the USA out of the war. there is a special thing for planning an early strike on Pearl Harbor as well. So that's a thing. Right, folks, we have options going forward. And I will do a bit of research into them and think how we're going to work this out next. But it's been fun so far. Hope you're enjoying the series. And, of course, I'll catch you again on the next one.